If you're new here, I'm glad you came to keep me company. My off-grid sanctuary. If this little glimpse of grounded living brings you peace, stay a while. Let's keep finding beauty in the small things, surrounded by nature and wildlife in this off-grid life. It's just a known fact. Whenever I turn the camera on, my rooster has to let everyone know he's here. A competition. Just how it goes. And here we have my craft. Here we have my craft table laid out with lots of things on the go. First, we have a bunch of secondhand books I got from the Recycle Depot when I was on the little trip. And some of them are actually really cool. Out here, I don't throw too many things away. I upcycle, I reuse. It's part of living sustainably, working with what I have, giving old materials a new purpose, and that's what I enjoy doing. It's a good challenge. This book alone, you can tell that the East Coast makes up part of the West Coast. These books will give me plenty of ideas for outdoor cooking and off-grid meals. Now I'm creating some keepsake crafts to hang up for my camp with these glass jars. Again, upcycling and sustainability. I also picked up some free glassware, great for lemonade and punches at the camp. Even a little plate for a bird bath. And I always save anything from my meals and seafoods shells. I'm going to create some more crafts for outdoor decor. I'll have to wait and see. I always stock up on pasta, and it's in storage, for hard times if there ever are any ahead. But sometimes I'll have some extra on purpose. I give to my chickens for a treat. So we can do that and see what so let's do that and see how they react. In the background over here, you'll see some dill that I just picked that I have drying out. We've had lots of rain, so no chance of fires, unless I deliberately set one, of course. But it's been clear skies this summer, so I'm really thankful for that. Mornings arrive quietly here. There's no rush. There's just the sounds of the birds waking up and the trees swaying, and a soft rhythm that only nature knows. And my rooster is my alarm clock. Every time the silence is broken is when there's chores to be done, like cutting the hay fields that have grown. This really shouldn't be operating like this. I think it's time for some more maintenance. It's not getting its full power, and it sounds more like a fuel problem or the carb. So perhaps before I use it any further, I'm going to have to give it a little maintenance. Turns out the filter was quite dirty, and I leaned up the mix a little, and it really opened up after that. As you can see how dirty it is. And I actually had already taken some off before this, so this is going to help big time, and it did. I'm not a small engine repair person, but I do try to do my best. When you're living off-grid, away from amenities, you try as much as possible to fix things on your own and learn things. Sometimes YouTube is a great resource for that. Going to top up the fuel and we'll be good to go to get the rest of the hay fields and the trails cut. And once the hay dries out, it'll be raked up and stored, and usually it lasts me the winter for my chickens. And you can always guarantee a little bit of green grass on your cheeks, on your legs and arms too. The chickens are part of my day. They're also a morning ritual. They're curious, they're grounded, and they're always reminding me to stay present and enjoy their company. They don't ask for much, a handful of feed, and the freedom to explore. My garden grows in quiet cooperation with the land, totally organic, no chemicals. The tomatoes, they like to lean toward the sun, and the dill has spread freely. I had some basil whispering its fragrance around just like the summer savory. I grow as much as I can for what I need, and there's no waste and no hurry. I do my best. I know what's in the food I nurtured, and the work is rewarding. After the plants get so big, some of the weeds become a good mulch to keep the moisture around the plants. I will take some of them out from time to time to make a fertilizer water for the plants. The zucchini might not hold any awards, but it holds promise for a dinner or two, just having trouble with the pollination process. Today I'm going to craft something special. Just feel like doing something simple, like a wooden box. Just patience and tools and a little salvaged wood. There's a meditation in the rhythm of that saw, the grain of the wood, and the screws when you turn them. It's just a heartbeat of off-grid life, attaching my artistic creations to sustainable living. It's a modest art piece, freehand, no templates. It's not only going to serve a purpose, it just carries a quiet joy of creating. There's going to be a beauty in the simplicity of this wooden box made by hand. It's not going to be about perfection. It's just going to be about presence, intention, and care, and just enjoying myself, relaxing in the outdoors with nature and my little dog sitting on the doorstep. These were little scraps of wood that I had tucked away, leftovers from another time when I was milling. They are not purposeful for anything else, but I had an intention in mind. to use them for this, and they're just right. If you haven't guessed already, I'm building a wooden harvest box. My potted marigolds have inspired me. I perhaps should have done some flowers on different angles to get some depth, but maybe next time. I only recently began wood burning. Probably this is only my second, maybe third time, and I'm pressing a little bit too hard. Living off grid isn't just about self-sufficiency. It's also about harmony. Harmony with the land and the nature and the seasons and the creatures, large and small, that I share this space with. If you'd like to see something different, take a while, browse through my playlist. There's lots of wildlife, different adventures. I'm sure there'll be something you'll enjoy. Maybe I'll put a clear coat or a very light stain on the outside. We'll see. It's a work in progress. But it has possibilities, and it will serve purpose. I think it needs a little wash of color, and then I'll lighten it up some more and smooth out the edges. Get some sandpaper to get that overflow. I've been drying some herbs and garlic. I've got some bags of summer savory, parsley, and basil already packaged, and quite a few bulbs of garlic drying. I'm going to need a new garlic press, but I surely enjoy the scents of them. They're so fresh and so much stronger aroma and quality growing your own fresh food and veggies. I know you fellow artists and creators out there will enjoy watching this nature-inspired piece. Life moves here at the pace of the sun, and every breath smells of earth and the trees and the flowers and the fields. It's very peaceful and relaxing. And now there are long summer days. It's daylight at 3:45 in the morning. It doesn't get dark till after 10:30. I enjoy this time of year, not just for the outdoors and the fishing and the nature, the little things like staying up late, walking through the fields of flowers, sitting on the top of your old Ford truck as the sun goes down, just listening to the birds. It's very good for your health. It doesn't come without a lot of hard work, though. You do have those moments where you get tired from maintenance, but it's one of the sacrifices I'm willing to give for all the good things that come my way. Now I'll just sand up that overflow where the paint has run and maybe add some orange to those flowers, but it's getting there. I'm quite happy that I did this little project. Thank you for spending these quiet moments with me today. If you found peace in this slow living episode, nature, and sustainable ways in creating crafts, then you're in the right place. Subscribe for weekly calms from the wild. There'll be nature, there'll be wildlife, and off-grid life.